Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Charlotte Ashman. Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything educational and inspirational. Now in this video, I'll be helping students to prep for their 2026 PEP ability test. So we're going to spend approximately 30 minutes just going through some questions and having a great time. All right, so if you know someone who is preparing for the PEP exam, a grade 6 student, let them know that Dr. Ashman is live. And if you're watching this video after the live, then enjoy it, Guys, I'm going to ask you to just share the video to your friends, let them know that this is a great tool to help them with their PEP preparation. All right, so I want to welcome all my students on YouTube and on Facebook. So let's just welcome the early birds. Princess, you were first. Welcome, Princess Luna. Thank you for being here early. Tiana, you were here early as well. So Princess Luna was first. Tishana was here second. True Caribbean Dreams was here third. Dr. Tammy Thomas, yeah. Johnny is saying hi, miss. Aiden is saying, well, hi, miss. All right, so guys, thanks for being here. Share the live. Guys, yesterday we hit a milestone. We went up to 200 students on our live. And today I'm trying to hit another milestone. So let's see if we can get up to 225 students on this live, okay? Brittany's asking how I am. I am very well, Brittany. Brittany, I'm always fine. It doesn't matter what my day is like. I'm always well. Any day above ground, any day I wake up, I'm in good health and I'm above ground. I'm fabulous. I'm always fabulous. All right, so guys, today we're going to jump onto the Learning Hub Academy. And if you don't have a subscription, I'm going to ask you to tell your parents to get a subscription for you. Guys, subscription on the Learning Hub Academy starts at only $10 per month. As a matter of fact, you can get access to the Ability Test app for $5 for the entire month, okay? So guys, you have no excuse. Just let your parents know that you want to be on the Learning Hub Academy. Everything that we use in our life, is taken from the Learning Hub Academy. All right, so our website again, it's www, I'm gonna post it, .learninghubacademy.com. And this is where you go to get early childhood content. We have content for primary school students. We have content for high school students. And guys, recently we started developing content for students with intellectual disabilities. So guys, if you know someone who falls into that category, let them know that they can get help on the Learning Hub. And we are also in the process of developing content for students who are hearing impaired and students with other special needs. All right, so we'll tell you a little bit more about that. Hopefully we'll have something to showcase in May, Child's Month. All right, so guys, make sure you get a subscription. Somebody was saying that this is the first time they're not late. Yes, so guys, make sure you get a subscription for the Learning Hub Academy, all right? That's the website that you go to. We've been around for 21 years, guys. We were the first company in the Caribbean to do online test prep. Yeah, to do online learning, online test prep. We started out as GoGSAT.com, and in 2015, we transitioned to Learning Hub. So our company is Learning Hub Group, and we do books, we do textbooks, we do workbooks, we do workshops, we have resources for teachers, we do augmented reality where we actually bring textbooks alive. And we help students, not just in Jamaica, but we help students Caribbean-wide, and we also have some programs for students in North America and in Africa. So we are global. We started, we have an office in Jamaica and in North America, and we started in Jamaica. So, but we have taken a number of curricula and just made them interactive, created ebooks. We have a large digital library with over 3,000 interactive books. So guys, check out the Learning Hub Academy. That's where we do all our live classes and our online test prep. Check out the Learning Hub Academy. Make sure you get a subscription. All right, so today I'm going to jump into class. I'm going to be using this interactive workbook. Somebody's saying Miss Ashman, but I don't know what they're saying Miss Ashman for. Kadisha is saying put her up. All right, so I put her up. All right, so guys, we're going to jump to page 81 in this workbook. We're going to start out at page 81. All right, we're going to start here. All right, so we're going to start at some quantitative reasoning. I'm always doing verbal reasoning. So let's look at some quantitative reasoning today. And guys, I want you to answer this question. Can you tell the missing object? So we have, we have 3 objects there and a missing piece. And you're to select from here, the one that is missing. So you're gonna look at these guys and note the pattern and make sure that whichever piece you select from down here fits into that pattern. So let me see what you guys are going to say, or let me see what you guys are saying. All right, so everybody's saying C. Raquin is saying C because it's ascending in spirals. All right, so guys, one easy way to look at this is that this is 1 circle, 2, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So naturally, guys, you can see that it's going up by 1. So this is 1, this is 2. So the one that is missing here is going to be 3. And of course, this one is 4. So this would be the missing piece. And guys, the beautiful thing about the books that are on the Learning Hub is that they are interactive. So if you don't have a teacher there to help you, doesn't matter. If you don't have your parents there to help you, you can just click the answer and the book will mark it. All right, look at question number 22. So question number 22 says, can you tell the missing object? So again, let's look at this. I think we did this before, but it doesn't matter. So let me see what you guys are going to say. Somebody's saying, please put me up. All right, that is Chase Black. I guess you're saying C for the one before. All right, so guys, what are you saying for this one? Carissa is telling us that she got 98 in one of her past papers. That is awesome, guys. We're at 100. Thank you. Let's go to 225 today. All right, so guys, what's the correct answer here? Let's look at this one, guys. You have a triangle, a 3-sided figure, then you have a 4-sided figure, then a 3-sided figure. So it's gonna be, guys, a 4-sided. So it's 3, 4, 3, 4. So the answer right there, guys, is gonna be C again.
Correct.
So guys, notice I was able to click on C and then the book would just mark it for us. All right, let's look at question number, that is question number 23. Let's look at question 23. All right, question 23, guys. So question 23 talks about, let's bring this up a little bit. It says, which number replaces the question mark? Which number replaces the question mark? And then you have, okay guys, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger because I want you guys to work this out. So guys, basically we're trying to figure out which number replaces the question mark. All right. So let's look at the first triangle, guys. We have 7, we have 3, we have 8, we have 5. Second triangle, you have the question mark. And then the third triangle, you have 28, 10, 2, 16. All right, so guys, let me see what you guys are saying. All right, guys, what are you guys saying for this one? Which number replaces the question mark? All right, so Raekwon is saying it's 3 because you add the top numbers, then divide by the bottom numbers. Guys, let's see if that is true. So we're gonna add the top numbers and divide by the bottom numbers, and let's see if we get the answer in the middle for this one and this one. So if we add 8 and 7, we're going to get 15. And if we divide 15 by 3, we're going to get 5. So that explanation holds true. 8 and 7, we're adding the two top numbers, top left plus top right, divide by bottom gives the middle. All right, let's apply that over here. 22 plus 10 is 32. 32 divided by 2 is 16. All right, so yeah, top left plus top right divided by 2 gives the middle. All right, guys, so we're gonna use that formula to work out this one. So 9 plus 9, that's gonna be 18. 18 divided by 6, that is going to be 3. All right, so guys, the answer there is 3.
Correct.
All right, notice that we get it correct, guys. If we had chosen 1,
try again.
Notice that you get your point down and try again. All right, so guys, what I really love about these workbooks is that they are fully interactive, and then some books you have videos in there, you have explanations. So guys, make sure you get a subscription to the Learning Hub Academy. All right, let's look at question number 24. Let's go to question 24 and let's see what's. Guys, I just love these number lines. I think you're going to get a number line on your ability test. I really believe so. Well, I hope you do, because all my students will know how to answer that question, right? I am confident that all of you will get this one right. All right, guys, look at this question. It says, examine the number line below and use it to answer question 24. All right, so which fraction should be at position X? Which fraction should be at position X? So guys, all you're going to do for this one, you are going to look to see how many parts the number line is divided into. And guys, if you look, you'll see that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that means each of these would be 1 7. So this is 1 7, 2 7, 3 7, 4 7, 5 7, 6 7, 7 7. Now guys, remember, if you see 1 here, do not get flustered. 7 over 7, when you simplify it, is the same thing as 1. So again, the answer is C. All right. E. King, you said you've been here from day one and you love me. I love you too, E. King. I love all my students. Thanks for being here from day one. All right, guys. All right. So C put me up. See, I put you up there. All right. So guys, let's move on to another question. I'm going to go to question. So that was question 24. We did that one. Let's look at another quantitative reasoning question. And guys, I hope by now you notice that the quantitative is just critical thinking, guys. It's nothing to be scared about. It is really critical thinking. The ministry is just trying to see if you can reason and think critically, right? So, you're in the exam, don't think that, boy, if I can't do maths, I can't do the quantitative reasoning, the ability test, quantitative reasoning section. No, guys, it is critical thinking, right? We haven't even taken up a pen to work out anything. We're just critically analyzing the question. We're just looking at it, working it out in our heads, and we are coming up with the correct answers. So guys, you're doing fabulous, okay? We're gonna jump into the next question. All right, so let me take that down. This person says, Miss, please put me up. I've been here for a long time. That's Krishna Williams. All right. Okay, guys, let's look at another question, all right? Somebody is telling me that they're confident that their first choice is Hampton. All right, you go. And this person is telling me how much they love me. Good job, guys. Good job. All right. So, guys, let's jump over to another question. Let's go to another question. All right. I want to go to, we did question 24. Let's look at question 20. All right. I think we did this question already. Let me see if you guys remember how to work it out. Question 28. We did that already. All right, hold on. Let me see something. Let me look at question 26. We never did that before. I want to do this question. I have a feeling that you'll get something similar to this. All right, let's look at this question, guys. It says the numbers 1 through 10 are placed in a bag. Bradley picks a number from the bag, then performs the operation stated under column A and column B on the number. Which of the following is possible? And then column A says multiply the number by itself, then add 1. Double the number, then subtract 1. All right, guys, so let's look at this, okay? So we're going to pick a number from the bag and we're going to do the operation in column A and we're going to do what column B says that we should do. All right, so we're gonna pick the number. Let's pick the number 5, right? So let's pick the number 5 and see what happens, right? So under column A, we're going to multiply the number by itself, then add 1. So if we multiply 5 times 5, we're going to get 25. And if we add 1 to 25, we're going to get 26. All right. So if we choose 5, column A will have 26. All right. Let's do column B. Column B says double the number, then subtract 1. So if we double the number, it's going to be 5 plus 5. That's going to be 10. And then if we subtract 1, we're going to get 9. All right. So if we choose the number 5, you're going to see that column A is going to have 26 and column B is going to have 9. All right. So guess what, guys? You will see that the number in column A is greater than the number in column B. All right. What I want you guys to do, I want you guys to just share the live at this time with your friends. We're going to do a few more quantitative reasoning questions. I want you to share the live with your friends. So let them know that we're on. And I'm going to put the next question up. All right, I want to do this question. We did it already, but I want to make sure that you guys know how to do it, just in case you get something like this. All right, this question number 28. Let's look at question number 28. It says, which number is the smallest? Which number is the smallest? All right, guys, so it says, which number is the smallest? Hope you guys can see that question. All right, so let me see what you guys are saying. All right, guys, so all you're going to do, guys, you're going to just divide 78 by 37, guys, and we get 2.1. I'm going to write down 2.1. Then, guys, so we're just going to divide, and we're going to just convert these into decimals, right? So we get 2.1 for 78 over 37. Then we divide 40 by 60, and we get 0.66. We divide 6 by 10, we get 0.6. And then we divide 10 by 70, and we get 0.14. I'm going to write that down, guys. So 78 over 37, and we're getting, for that, 78 divided by 37, we're getting for that 2.1. And then, guys, all you're going to do is order them. You're going to see which one is the smallest and so on. So 78 over 37, we're getting 2.1 there. 40 divided by 60, getting 0.66. And then we have 6 divided by 10, we're getting 0.6. And then we have 10 over 70, and we're getting 0.14. All right, guys, so check this out. So 78 over 37, you have 2.1. 40 over 60, you have 0.66. 6 over 10, you have 0.6. 10 over 70, you have 0.14. And guys, I mean, this is pretty simple because if you look carefully, let me just put that up. All right, I just posted something. So guys, if you notice, if you put that up, then you're going to notice that 0.14 would be the smallest decimal. All right. So guys, the answer would be the number that corresponds to 0.14, which is D, 10 over 70. All right. And we're going to look at question 30. Question 30. And we're up to 178 of you. Thanks for spending your evening with me. Appreciate it. Guys, I wanted to go on the website and I wanted to use this workbook. It's on the Learning Hub Academy website. The book is interactive, so you don't need anybody there to guide you. The answers are there in the book. All you have to do is click on it and it will tell you whether it's right or wrong. And if you need assistance, we have AI built into our platform, so you can ask questions. Of course, we have our chat room. We have our chat room that you can post questions. And we also have our WhatsApp group. So we're providing tons of resources for Jamaican students to help them to prepare for their exams. All right, guys, I know you're going to get a question like this. I just know it. It says a box of 12 light bulbs fell. Some of them are broken. Which of the following answers could not be the number of unbroken light bulbs? Guys, this is nothing for you to calculate. Critical thinking again. So a box of 12 light bulbs fell. Guys, think about it. 12 bulbs are in the box. That's the first thing you're going to pay attention to. A box of 12 light bulbs. Now, some of them are broken. Now, guys, if there are 12 bulbs in the box, then all 12 could get broken. 11 could get broken. 10 could get broken. 9 could get broken. 7 could get broken. 6 could get broken. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 could get broken, right? So some of them are broken. Which of the following answers could not be the number of unbroken? So guys, think about it, unbroken. So guys, for this question, if you have 12 light bulbs in the box, then you couldn't have 14 unbroken light bulbs. So the answer here is going to be 14. So guys, since we know that some of them are broken, we know that Well, let's think about it this way, guys. You have 12 bulbs in the box. So you could have 11 unbroken, 10 unbroken, 9 unbroken, 8 unbroken, 7 unbroken, 6 unbroken, and so on. But you can't have more unbroken than what you had in the first place. So the answer for that one, guys, is going to be D. All right, and we're going to look at the final question. Call your parents, guys, and tell them to help you with this one. As a matter of fact, I want parents to do this one. And guys, you'll notice that almost every time when I teach a class, I call parents to participate. After all, when I'm not around, you are the ones who are going to be helping your children to prepare for exams. All right. Okay, parents, this one is for you. It says, it takes John 10 minutes to walk to school each day. Approximately how many hours will it take him to walk to school in a month, assuming that he attends school 5 days per week? Now, the first parent to get the correct answer and to explain how they get it, I am going to give your child 1 week access on the Learning Hub Academy. All right. So let's go. Let's go. Question 38, guys. So I want parents to work that out. Explain it quickly. Somebody's asking me to put them up. See, I put you up there. I don't know why I'm putting you up. Thank you for loving me, guys. I love you too. All right, guys, let's go. Big up all my Praise Tab students. Welcome. Big up all my Mannings Hill primary students. Welcome. Guys, if you want to put the school that you attend, you can go ahead. All right, so guys, I don't see any answers yet from parents. Let me see which parents is going to win that prize. Okay, so it takes John 10 minutes to walk to school each day. Approximately. All right, so this parent is saying, I'm a parent, my daughter goes to Praise Tab. The answer is 200. The answer is not 200. All right, big up Port Maria Primary. You're in the house. I see Bound Brook is represented. Yeah, big up Brown Brook. You want it, well, I don't want you to put your name, just put your school. It's not 200, guys, it's not 200. Guys, look at the question, parents, look at the question. Students, do not help them. Let me see if they can answer the question, all right? This person is saying they're from Praise Tab and they're on their father phones. That's Jelani Malcolm. Welcome, Praise Tab. All right, so, this one is saying, my mom said C. Oh, this person is from Empowerment Learning Center. Welcome. My mom said C, but Duranesia minus. I hear you. Your mom said C, but your mom needs to explain how she got C. All right, I see Arden Prep in the house. Welcome, Arden. Candy Kane is saying, my mom, 10 times 20 equal 200. Tell your mom that Dr. Ashman says that. That is not right. All right, guys. I see a couple of persons getting it correct, but guys, you're not explaining how you got the answer. All right, guys, I'm going to explain it. I can't believe that no parent won the prize. Oh my God, no, guys. All right, guys, it's not 200. Let's think about this logically, guys. It takes John 10 minutes to walk to school each day, right? 10 minutes, guys, we're just calculating the time that it takes John to walk to school. Approximately how many hours, guys, you need to pay attention to that. The question is asking for how many hours, right? So not minutes, guys, you have to pay attention, right? So approximately how many hours will it take him to walk to school in a month? And guys, one of the first things you need to do is to make sure you understand the question. So here's what the question is asking. It's asking how many hours will it take him to walk to school in 4 weeks. All right. And the question also goes on to tell you that we're going to assume that he attends school just like you guys 5 days per week. All right. So let's work it out, guys. He attends school 5 days per week. And it takes him 10 minutes to walk to school each day. Guys, all now you don't even need to pick up a pen or a pencil because you can just work this out in your head. So it's 10 minutes and he's going to school 5 days per week. So guys, 10 minutes on a Monday, 10 minutes on a Tuesday, 10 minutes on a Wednesday, 10 minutes on a Thursday, 10 minutes on a Friday. If you add up all those 10 minutes, you're going to get 50. Or you can simply multiply 10 by 5, 50. All right, so it takes John 50 minutes per week. Now guys, remember the questions asks us for 4 weeks. So guys, 50 minutes week 1, 50 minutes week 2, 50 minutes week 3, 50 minutes week 4. So guys, again, you can just add them up. 4 weeks, 50, 50, 50, 50, 200, or you can multiply 50 by 4. Now guys, this is where you all went wrong. Well, not all of you, most of you. Now, so it took John 200 minutes to walk to school for the month. But guys, the question did not ask you how many minutes. It asks you how many hours will it take him to walk to school in a month. So you know now, guys, that it's 200 minutes. So what you're going to have to do now is to convert those 200 minutes to hours, and you're just simply going to divide that by 60, right? Okay, so 60 minutes is an hour. So 200 divided by 60, you're going to get 3 point something, okay? So approximately, guys, 3 hours. That's the answer, okay? All right, so that's it. Oh, I noticed something too, guys. Guys, you know, I'm looking back at the comments. I don't see anybody getting that right. Well, yeah, maybe 1 or 2. All right, so guys, you need to pay attention to those little things, right? So notice what the question is asking you. First of all, before you even attempt the question, understand the question, right? And this is that question a while ago was a very simple question. So a lot of you stopped at 50. I'm going through and I'm seeing a lot of you saying 50, and I'm saying, explain how you get 50. Yeah, I see a lot of you stop at 200, right? So 50, you're getting 50, guys, because you're only doing the first part of the question. The first part of the question asks you to calculate, the first part you're going to calculate the week. So if it takes 10 minutes per day, think about it, guys, 10 minutes per day. That means that on Monday is going to take 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes, 10 minutes on Monday. On Tuesday, it takes another 10 minutes, that's 20. On Wednesday, another 10 minutes, 10, 20, 30. On Thursday, another 10 minutes, so that's 10, 20, 30, 40. And on Friday, another 10 minutes, so 5 days for the week, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 minutes, but that's just for the week, my geniuses. That's just for the week. So 50 minutes for the week. Now, guys, remember, it's 4 weeks in a month because we're working out the month. So now, guys, week 1, that's 50. Week 2, another 50, so we're going 100. Week 3, another 50, so we're going 150. See there, 50, 100, 150. And then we have another week, week 4, another 50. So that's 200, 50, 50, 50, 50, 200. All right, but guys, that 200 is 200 minutes. So we have to calculate that to hours because remember, the question asks you approximately how many hours. So you're going to divide that 200 by 60, and that's how you're going to get the answer. Guys, we said we wanted to go up to 225 today. We're at 209. I am so happy. Guys, well done. Thank you for spending some time with me today. And guys, remember, if you want to get tutored if you want me to tutor you, then you can just register on the Learning Hub Academy. So that's www.learninghubacademy.com. Right? And if you want to sign up for our resources, you go to the Learning Hub Academy again and just sign up. Guys, remember, we have physical books, we have a digital library with interactive ebooks, we have a website with past paper questions, all the past paper questions to date with answers and explanations. You can get them on the Learning Hub Academy. All right, so guys, if you want to really get ready for your exam, make sure that you get a subscription to the Learning Hub Academy, because I mean, this system can definitely help you. And remember, guys, if you just want to use our PEP app, we have a PEP app on the platform where you get unlimited questions, and that is only $5 per month. All right, so you have something there for everybody. If you want to get personalized tutorials where you come to us or we come to you, that can be arranged. If it is that you want to join our live classes on a Sunday, that can be arranged. You can just register for our Zoom sessions. If it is that you just want to use the quizzes on the platform to prep, you can also do that. If you want to just use our digital library, you can also do that. So you have a lot of things that you can do on the Learning Hub Academy platform. All right, guys, see you tomorrow. Make sure that you put in some work tonight, get some sleep. Don't give your parents any problems, and you go to school ready to learn tomorrow. Have a good evening. Bye, guys.